Hey guys, I am back. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this video is gonna be as long as it usually is because it's already 1:30 in the morning. I thought it was going to be easier with school being out, but now my kids stay up later and, you know, fun stuff. So, anywho's, moving on. I'm gonna do what everybody suggested. I took part of the banner off from the name sign I was making. I think I'm actually going to tuck it up under her. Just kind of stick it off to the side like that. I hope you guys can see everything okay. I hope so. It's not like my big old head's getting in the way, but my shadow's in the way. You guys see it moving? So, anywho, sorry. It's going to be one of those nights. I am already, like, exhausted, tired. I also decided I want to paint this buttermilk. So, anybody else got kids out for the summer? Are they driving you crazy yet? Are you ready for school to be back in? Because I am. Oh, I love my kids. I do. Just when there's... They have this thing, like, does anybody else... Y'all mom knows what I'm talking about. Where it's like, mom every 5 seconds. That's all you hear. Or they're arguing about something, or they're fighting about something, or somebody touched something that they weren't supposed to, or somebody's in somebody's room. I don't hear that for about 6 hours, Monday through Friday, when they're in school. And the second they all walked in the door and they all knew it was summer break, it all began. Don't you guys ever get tired of fighting with each other? Ever? So it's going to be a very, very fun summer. It is going to be a very fun summer. Because we're in Arizona. Ooh, way too much on that. Just kidding. And I know my kids are going to have a blast. There's a ton more family out here. We can hang out with. Uncle Mark and Aunt Shauna's house has got a big old pool that they can all go swimming in. So it's been kind of a rough week. We had I'm pretty sure I told you guys when Uncle Paulie passed away, which was Grandpa Paul's first son. He passed away in April, and we just found out that his sister also has passed away. 3 months to the day that Grandpa passed away, so we are going to go and do the funeral on Saturday next week. Saturday, Sunday, somewhere in there. See, here's where it's going to get fun, because I'm going to be doing videos all throughout the summer, but I'm not going to know what day it is. Anybody else's schedules get crazy because their kids are out of school? Like, I never know what day it is anymore, because they all just kind of blur into one. So, I've been watching a ton of videos. I kind of want to get, I don't know, guys. I don't know. You guys have me really interested in junk journaling. Like, when I first watched the video on it, I didn't really understand the purpose behind it. It just seemed like, you know, you take a couple pieces of paper, you throw them together, and you make a journal out of it. But, I don't know, I'm kind of, it is definitely, the more I watch, the more I want to know. Does that make sense? The more I want to know about it. I want to learn. So I've been watching a lot of Cheryl, which is Deli Girl, 1961. I've been watching a lot of hers because she makes amazing junk journals. Scrapping Happy is another one. Dwayne, he's awesome. He's so funny. I watched one of his videos tonight and he was busted out singing. Oh my gosh, I so needed that. Just cracked me up. I've got to get better about commenting on videos too. Because I appreciate it when, you know, people take the time to comment on my videos. So I know how happy it makes me feel. I gotta remember to do it more often. The problem is that, okay, and you guys can laugh, and it's okay. I watch a lot of videos when I'm laying down in bed, and I watch them on my phone. Because that's like the only me time I get is when I'm laying down. Other than that, I'm, you know, playing games with my kids, or I'm chit-chatting with my mom, or my buddy Kimmy, or, you know, I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos throughout the day. I watch them at night. And that's like my wind down time, watching everybody else create. So it's hard for me to comment on my phone, because sometimes it doesn't allow me to. Sometimes my keyboard doesn't cooperate with me. So, but that's like, I gotta get better at commenting. And I feel really bad. I gotta send out a couple of things. I made a crocheted backpack for one of Brianna's teachers, which I think I mentioned that last week. And she absolutely loved it. I was so excited. I'm so glad that she liked it. So she's like, I'm going to try to strum you up some business. I have your card with your information on it, and we'll see if we can't get more kids buying them and things like that. So I'm really excited about that. But I've been crocheting my buddy Kimmy one because she wants one for her granddaughter and possibly one for herself. She cracks me up. But let's not get paint on that and say we did. So I think it's kind of funny, and the only reason I mention that is because I think it's kind of funny how my journey started with me crocheting, and it didn't do anything for me when I was out in Vegas. And I come to a state that's even hotter than Vegas, and people are like, oh my gosh, you crochet things. Yes, I do. Will you make me something? Sure. What? It's hotter out here. Why do you want something? Okay, yeah, sure. I won't argue with it. So, but I made a little bit of money off of that, so I'm going to try to use that and get down to the post office somehow when, like, my husband's off or something, because I don't want to drag 4 kids into the post office and have them, you know, standing around staring bored out of their minds. At least, like, when you're in a store, they can look at stuff, and that entertains them. But the post office, not so much. And, like, does anybody go to the post office and have, like, that one clerk that has no personality? Yeah. I feel really bad saying it, but I mean, just no. He reminds me of Ben Stein from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Bueller. You guys know what I'm saying? That's who he reminds me of. Like, that's his tone. That's his demeanor. That's his body language. And, like, I will literally let somebody else go in front of me just so I don't have to talk to him. And I feel really bad saying that because I don't want, you know, I don't like to be mean. And I hope that doesn't sound mean to anybody, but I can't do it. And then, like, I took Scarlett in there with me one day, and he just stared at me like, how dare you bring a child into the post office? It's like, okay, this is kind of awkward. Can you just tell me how much I owe you to mail this out? I'd really appreciate it. I mean, the people online were talking to Scarlett, you know, because she's a little chatterbug. She'll talk to anybody. They were all talking to her, having a good time, and, you know, but this guy was just, like, staring me down, like, how dare you bring a child to my counter? It's really weird. It's going to be a random, rambling type of night, I can tell you that right now, because I can't think of what I just said 5 minutes ago. Sorry, guys. You guys can turn it off. Just fast forward to the end and see what happens with this sign, because, boy, it's going to be a rough night. I really like that color. What is this called? Buttermilk? I have to keep this in mind for some more projects. Shabby chic projects, that's what I'm thinking. I really like it. was sitting here and I was playing with the sign earlier today, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I got to figure out something. I got to figure out what I'm doing with the banner. And all of a sudden it hit me, you haven't painted it yet. So I probably should have done this before recording. But that's alright. I got distracted by making the backpack again. And for some reason, I don't know if anyone else is private messaging me at all, but for some reason they're all going to my spam box. And it's weird. Is anybody else having that issue where, like, I'll go to my, like my private messages or, you know, just my messages, because I like to try to respond to everybody. And it'll tell me I have like 54 messages in spam. I'm like, what? How did I miss so many? I just checked it yesterday. And then I'll click on it and there's only like one message in there. It's like YouTube is messing with me. I have a very strange feeling that I'm going to look back at this video and just laugh at myself because it's definitely going to be random. Definitely random. Definitely needing coffee. My desk is going to be a hot mess before I'm done because I forgot to lay down my craft sheet. That's alright. I hope this turns out okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. I was sitting here thinking about, I was talking to somebody. Somebody had made a comment somewhere along the lines. And I commented back and was like, I honestly have no idea what I'm doing with this thing. I think I know what I'm doing with it, but for some reason I can't ever see my projects like done. I have to do them as I go. Does that make sense at all? I don't know if anybody else crafts that way. But I can't look at something and go, oh man, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. And here's exactly how it's going to look when I'm done with it. I can't see it. Like, you ladies are so amazing when it comes to, like, finding stuff at Goodwill and thrift stores and things like that. And you're like, oh, I saw this and I thought, this is what I'm going to do with it. I can't do that. I'll look at something at Goodwill and I'm like, I have no idea what I do with that. And then I come home and I see something similar to it and I'm like, oh, dang it, I should have picked that up. Now I know what I could have done with it. So it's kind of a craft as I go. And I think I have, like, crafting ADHD. Anybody else have that issue where you work on, like, 10 projects at once? Like, I'm working on my buddy's bag, Kimmy's bag. I'm almost done with that. I gotta do the straps on it. And then I'm done with that. But then my son came up and asked me if I can make him a bag because all I make are girl bags. And, you know, he gets very upset with me because I do a lot of girly projects, of course, because, you know, I crocheted Scarlett a dress and I made Brianna's backpack and he's like, Mom, you never make me anything. How come you don't ever do any boy stuff? And I went, you know what? You got me, kid. You're right. Let me see what I can do for you. And I went back to this lady. If any of you guys are looking for good, like, purses and bag tutorials, Bag O, just the letter O, Day Crochet. She does, like, I don't know how she thinks of this stuff. Patterns but she's got a lot of really cute purses and backpacks and cell phone holders and just all sorts of stuff on her channel. And she does giveaways all the time. Like, I wish I could afford to do that. Because I would. It would be awesome. Like, I've been dying to do one lately, but we can't do it yet, you know, so I'm waiting. I've been collecting stuff, but it's a matter of being able to send it out to whoever would win, you know. So, anywho, she has this one where it's a Lego backpack. So I asked little man if he was okay with it. She has one that's Lego and then one that's like Sock Monkey. Dude, I'm gonna get paint on my coffee cup. Did anybody else see that? I'm gonna be drinking paint. Anyway, so I asked him, I go, do you want the Lego or do you want the sock monkey? And he just kind of stared at me. He's like, Mom, Legos. Okay, cool. So I'm going to make him a Lego backpack. He's like, you're going to make that today, right? I'm like, really, dude? You don't start school for another 2 months. I know, but I want it right now. Of course you do. Crazy kid. I feel bad because he did bring up a valid point. I don't ever make boy stuff. I mean, like, I make baby boy stuff. I made baby boy booties, and I made Jason's dad's wife. He doesn't call her mother-in-law because they're only, like, a few years apart, so it's kind of awkward for him. But it's his dad's wife's son. He had a baby in, I believe, January? February, somewhere in there. Maybe it was early in that. Man, I'm so bad with dates. This is the reason why I need that calendar. It tells me when everybody's birthday is. But anywho, I made him like a really cute vest with a tie. And Jonah's like, Mom, I don't want baby clothes. I'm like, I know, dude. I know. I'm sorry. I will figure out something. So. Oh, I didn't make him an Angry Birds hat. I don't think he knows where that's at. So I have made him something. I didn't completely leave him out. I feel like I'm missing a lot of spots on this fence. Oh man, and I just watched Crafting Erica. She did an altered Tim Holtz clock. And now I really want to do one because it turned out really cute. I think I want to do one with like a picture of my kids in it and put like a phrase around it, like how time flies or something like that, because, you know, my oldest is officially an 8th grader, which is just odd because I remember walking her to kindergarten and she didn't want to go. And then there was and I'm such a crybaby. Man, like, my kids will tell you I'm the toughest person they know, but sending one of my kids to school, as much, and it's so funny because I started this whole segment talking about how I'm ready for summer break to be over already, but, like, sending every single one of my kids, I cried like a blubbering baby. I was really worried about how they were doing, what they were doing, if they were handling it okay. You know, with Alyssa, I stood outside and stared out in the window so she wouldn't freak out or have an attack, like panic attack or anything. She had a really hard time with it at first. And thank goodness she loves school now. But, yeah, she had a real hard time with it first. So I told the teacher, I said, I hope you don't get mad, but I'm going to be standing outside this window. And if she needs me, I'll be right here. So her teacher's like, you're not supposed to stay on school grounds, but, just kind of don't try to distract her or anything, but, let her know that man, there goes that paint chip again. She'll be okay, she'll be fine. So, and then, Brianna did better, than Alyssa did. Brianna was ready for school by the time she started. And then Jonah thought I was supposed to go to school with him, so he was really confused as to why I was leaving. But he's doing, of course after like week 1, he was okay with it. So Scarlett being my last one out the nest, and she is, like, not that I have a favorite kid, because I don't want anyone to ever think that, because it's so far from true. I love them all, for their own different things, because, they're all different people. They all, all 4 of my children have 4 extremely different personalities. And I love each one of them for their own individual personalities. But Scarlett is the only child that I have stayed home with. So for the last 2 years, it's just been her and me, So I think that's the reason why I'm going to have the hardest time with her going to school. I don't know if it would be easier if I were working. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if I'd be more okay with it if I were working. But because I stay home now, it's harder for me to, I think. And I'm like, you know, mentally preparing myself for when it happens. Because, first off, she's the last baby out the nest. Second off, like I was saying, she is the one child that I've spent the most amount of time with. Due to the car accident and everything else. So I'm afraid for me more than I am for her, if that makes sense. I'm gonna be a blabbering fool, I just know it. But she's excited, which is really good. You know, she's excited. We're practicing all of her letters and got her a little program thing on the tablet to get her all set and ready. Learning her letters. So, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic week. For those of us enjoying summer break. What do you guys do to keep your kids entertained? Like, do they just chill and watch movies? Because, like, we live in a, we used to live in a cul-de-sac, so I was, like, totally okay with them going outside and running around and doing what they wanted to do. We don't live in a cul-de-sac anymore, and the people on my street drive like madmen. They drive crazy. 45 down the street. Just fly by. So I'm, like, ultra paranoid to let them outside the door. So they get to go outside every once in a while and ride around on their bikes and things like that. And then I scream and holler at them because cars coming. And everybody's in panic mode. It's very chaotic in my house. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of chaos at the same time. I think I drive my kids crazy as much as they drive me crazy. It's a very mutual thing. Oh, don't stick my fingers on it. Oh, that was smart. Can y'all tell I'm tired? Man. Thumbs right in. Well, how do I do this now? I'm not really too worried about the sides. I'm worried about where you're gonna see. And man, these brushes are amazing. These were another, this is actually what started the whole big, humongous gift box that I got from Miss Crafting Erica. She put out a little message saying if anybody needed paintbrushes to let her know, because she had plenty of them, and I messaged her, like, immediately, because, can you tell I'm not really nice to my brushes, and I don't know a good way to clean them out other than just, like, water. So there's a tip or trick that anybody knows to get paint or gesso or Mod Podge. Oy, how do you get Mod Podge out of a brush? I would love to know, like, what the secret is. And then my biggest problem is that I set them in there, and then I forget they're in there, so the wood starts to split. And then I get mad at myself because I let it split, and then I go to use it, and I'll end up getting a splinter. Not good. I need to be a smarter crafter. I seem to be very accident-prone when it comes to crafting. Okay, I'm going to set that aside for now. I'm not quite sure if I want to do anything with her yet. I kind of like it as is. I think it's just so pretty. So I don't know. But let's start. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Is this dry enough? Yeah. I was thinking of setting this here on top of this, twisting my band around, do this, and just let it hang. Let it do its thing. So I'm going to start there. Maybe, if my glue gun will cooperate with me quick enough. Come on, little buddy. You can do it. Okay. No. And we'll set that down. Probably should put some E6000 on it, but the good thing is that it's mine, so when it falls apart, I can just fix it. Okay. And I gotta kind of figure out where she's landing. I want her like here, so I need to tuck this. I want it like under her wing, so you can still see it, but I don't want any of that twine sticking out above her, so I'm going to clean my desk just a little bit, not too much, but just enough. So now I can't find anything, of course. Huh. Okay. So I'm gonna go, just gonna go here. Okay, now if I can get this to not move. And do this without burning myself or causing major injuries. Lift that up. I'm gonna go there. Okay. Just a good placement. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yay! It's kind of coming together. What time are we at? 26. Oh, that's not too bad. I don't know if I want it to dangle that much. I think I'm going to, I should have left that on there. I ended up peeling it all off. Probably. Yeah, I'm going to put that piece back on. I can do this without hurting myself. Sorry, I just need to see like what's happening with it. Alright. I think it's turning out a little bit better than what it was before. Yeah? Kind of. Minus the hot glue that's stuck all in this area. Okay. So I'm going to have her hang off just a hair because if I don't, she's going to cover up that Y. And these guys are going to be, oh, don't touch it, don't touch it. Stop touching stuff. Man, I remind myself of my own kids. Stop touching stuff. Don't touch it. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to glue this here. And right up here. Hopefully, I so did not get that in the right spot. So off. Okay. So, let's turn this way. And very carefully lift up. There. And I have these things that we needed for Alyssa's science project. See if I can't scrape some of this off without damaging too much of the paint. I'm hoping that with the summer being here and my kids sleeping in, I will get to sleep in a little bit. Although I haven't been sleeping very well, in case you guys can already tell, my allergies are like killing me. So I'm like not breathing at night. It's not a good thing. Anywho, so I'm hoping that by the kids, you know, staying up a little bit later, they'll sleep in a little bit later, which means I can sleep in a little bit later. I doubt it. Because my son is an early bird. Like, it doesn't matter what time he goes to bed, that kid's up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. But I tell you what, he's never up past midnight. I mean, unless, you know, he's having a bad night. But he is out like a light. 11 o'clock, you can count on him being asleep. Scarlett and Alyssa are my night owls. Brianna and Jonah are we're out by 11 o'clock. We're tired. We're done for the day. I might end up painting that. I keep looking at it. what do I paint it? What color do I paint it? And how do I paint it now that it's on there? See, I don't think of this stuff before I do it. Oh, wow. Anybody else see what I just did? Because that was awesome. Hoping I centered this kind of, sort of. In case you missed it, I tried to grab this piece to squeeze out my hot glue. That will not work. I am so not good at eyeballing stuff, but I am going to try. So funny, I showed my mom this earlier. Well, you need to wait till I get out there. I said, Mom, I'm not waiting 2 weeks to finish up this sign. It's probably going to take me 2 weeks just to finish it. I mean, we're already on week 2 with this project, so. She's so funny. You're going to have to show me where you go shopping. I want to know what you need. I want to know what you buy. You need to show me how to make a mini album. I want to learn how to do this. I'm like, cool, let's do it. So it's very odd for my mom and I to have the same interest, if that makes sense, because my mom and I are so different. I think I'm going to end up centering that. And then putting these guys on here somehow. Yeah, kind of liking that. Anyways, like I was saying, my mom and I have always been so different from each other that it's odd to me that my mom is actually taking interest in what I do, because my mom's never taken interest, you know, in anything that I've done. So it's very odd, and I appreciate the fact that she is, you know, she's trying, and she's, you know, building a relationship with me, and I can't ask for anything more. You know, it's better late than never. Oh, I'm out of glue. That would explain a lot. That would explain why this is no longer working. That kind of feels sturdy on there. Yeah, okay, cool. That worked out. Alright, now what? What do we do with it? So I have the, can you get, whoa, wow, sorry, I didn't realize you guys were that close. Just kidding. Can you guys see? So Creativity by Gidge. Again, that's my blog thingamajiggy. What do you call that? Your blog? It's not Blogspot. It's just, it's a .com site. So it's creativitybygidge.com. I kind of like it. Kind of liking it. And then, I don't know if I'm going to tuck these gears in or not. I don't. So this is the part I didn't think about. I don't know what I'm doing after this. And then, this is all steampunky, but Miss Donna sent me these hats, and I thought it would be really kind of cute. I don't know. I don't want to cover up the dress form. But I thought it'd be kind of cute to have a hat just kind of hanging there. Maybe. What do you guys think? They're so tiny. You see those? She sent me 4 of them. And they are so stinking cute. Yeah, I'm going to stop thinking about it. I'm just going to do it. Ooh, worst comes to worst, I can always change it later, right? Great. I hope. Just going to mash that on there. Kind of, maybe, if it'll cooperate with me. And a little bit of glue there so it kind of hangs on. Possibly. This doesn't seem to be wanting to cooperate with me. Maybe if I add a flower to it. Maybe a little bit of ribbon. I have ribbon. Will you stay? That was the next question. Will it stand up? Huh? Yay, my hat's not moving. Well, kind of. Alright, well, stay. Maybe if I add a little string of pearls. I have little pearly bits. And a random scrap piece of paper. I have somewhere little pearls. Okay. Sorry for the crinkling, I know it's really loud. My mic on this thing works amazing, from what I've noticed. It picks up like every little sound. I probably should have done this before, because that would have been smart. You know, see, this is what I mean. I don't think ahead. I can't seem to think of this stuff before I do it. It's not until after when I'm like, oh hey, that's a good idea. Maybe I should do this. I always think of it after. So I think I have a little bit of pearl on there. And we'll set it up. And we'll start down here. Okay. I'm also getting the itch to alter something. Well, I mean, I am altering something. That was kind of crazy to say. But I mean like a box or... I'm not really good at doing things for me. I think that's so, I don't know how many other people are out there that are like that, but like, I've noticed a lot of crafters never craft for themselves. Anybody else notice that? Ooh, that hot glue gun almost got me. It's always to, you know, craft to sell something, or craft for because so-and-so is, like right now, graduating. A lot of graduations are happening right now, so everybody's making graduation gifts. Whoops. Thing of glue is driving me bonkers. Off. Off. But I've never, I never thought I would craft to make anything for myself. Okay, and then I think I might hang a couple off of there. Just to kind of make it look like. I think the other reason I wanted to do this hat was because I saw the decoupage lady. She did this really cute hat, and she layered napkins on it, and made it all pretty. I have so much stuff on my desk. This is crazy. Way too big. Well, not too bad, actually. Let me see this guy first. What color do I want? Oh, I like this one. I'm going to do this one. Gotta find my wire cutters. Release. Oh. everything's so jammed in. You guys all have those, you know, those carousel things that we all buy? I have one, and the poor thing is so jam-packed, I don't think it's got room for a drop of water in here. It's so packed. Ow. Oh, no, not those. These. Okay. This guy, no. This is the bigger piece, so this needs to go in first. I have to, like, strategically put my stuff back or else it won't fit. Yeah, liking that one. Okay. So, bead glue there. And we'll stick that right on top. And, okay. So there's that so far. I think that looks cute. Wish this one would curl under a little more. That's alright. I gotta figure out what else I'm doing to it. Do I want to add flowers to it? Maybe just a couple. Do I want to leave it be? I'm kind of liking it though. Sorry. I know that crinkling noise irritates me too. Not to the point where I complain about it, so don't think I'm like one of those people, because I'm not. It doesn't bother me that bad. It irritates me when I do it myself. Does that make sense? Oh, that's a big one. I was thinking about sticking a couple of little ones maybe behind it. There's a lot of pieces in here. Does this come as a whole, like, kit? Anybody who's ever ordered from Saw? I've ordered flowers, but I've never ordered, like, these pieces. So I think that's kind of cool looking. What else? Whatever there. Those are definitely too big. Oh, I kind of like this little guy. Yeah, liking that one. It's like a bag full of goodies. I don't know what I've got in here. Is there a... Yep, there is a bigger version of that one. Is it? No. Okay, so I'll leave... Whoop. Don't get all crazy. No craziness. Okay, so I'll leave that one in there. Take that one out. Okay. Is there... Oh, something's falling out. Alright. I like this piece. I was hoping for something just a hair bigger. They're also neat looking. I see these on like mixed media. I see those being like little bubbles. So I'm definitely going to save those. Okay. I kind of want this sign to be like, you know, all the stuff that I like. I like steampunk. I'm not very good at it, but I like it. This out of the way. Let me get my walnut stain out. I'm just going to ink this up just a little bit. Okay. Kind of liking that. So I'm going to stick that one down. Hopefully I get the... Again, I'm not good at eyeballing stuff. So hopefully I get that right. So I only get to glue it down once. Something like that. Okay. Okay. And let's ink this guy up. Okay, a little bit of this. I hope when my mom gets here she enjoys what I do. She gets a kick out of it. Because I like it. I enjoy doing this. I won't say I'm not very good at it like I normally would because y'all will yell at me, so I won't do it. I was gonna. I almost did it. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I can admit that there are a few things that I've created that I actually like. I'm very proud of them. Not everything, but I think that's, you know, that's the norm. I made a promise to a few ladies that I would be nicer to myself. That's the reason why I stopped myself from what I was getting ready to say. But anywho, I enjoy what I do. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's another reason, like, why I'm like, sane, kind of. Helps me keep my sanity. I don't think I'm going to paint this. I think I'm just going to sponge it. And that way I don't have to worry about painting it. I still get the brown that I like. And it all kind of flows in with the gears behind it. How am I doing on time? 46 minutes? Weren't we just at 25 minutes ago? What just happened? That went quick. Apparently I'm not as tired as I thought I was. Is my head in the way? Sorry. Why? I hate when I do that. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to order more of this stuff as soon as I win the lottery or something. I really like working with the products. I'm just so glad that Erica decided to share with me because I actually get to work with some of them. And they're so nice. Oh, I think that looks good. I like it. Just sponged a little bit around the edge, a couple of gears on there. Just stuck my thumb right in some ink. Some awesome sauce. My coffee has gone cold already. Stick all these pieces back in here so I don't lose anything because, ooh-wee, if I could find anything in my craft room, that would be amazing. It's not really a craft room. It's more of like a, it's like a formal room in a house, so it's all open. And it's literally the first thing you see when you walk in the door. You open my front door, and bam, everything's right there in your face. It's so funny when like the neighbors come over and knock on the door, they look around, they're like, wow, what do you got a store in here or something? I'm like, nope, this is all my stuff. It's all my play stuff. Okay, pick up my mess. Well, how come you can never get stuff back into a bag the way it came out? Anybody else have that issue? It always looks so pretty, and then when you pull it out, you can never get it back in the same way. I'm going to add some flowers onto this guy. I have these ones. That's not a drop. My hot glue on my foot just got caught on the wire. So I'll drop that on me. And I got some of these ones. kind of flowers do I want to put on here? Whoops. I might put one of those on there. Kind of like that one. Just have a little box here. I'm just picking out some, you know, odd flowers. Kind of liking the sparkly ones for this project. Maybe a little bit of green. I like all colors, so I have to like figure out how I'm gonna mash them all in there and make it work. Because those don't really go together, but I'm gonna think. I'm gonna try to figure out how I'm gonna mash them all in there. We're gonna make it work. Kind of like that one. It's an oddball one. One of those. More stamens. That I got tucked over in this corner. Oh my goodness. They have little flowers everywhere. Kind of like that one. Kind of like a mixed media. Have that color out there yet? Yes, I do. Oop, I almost burnt myself with my hot glue gun. Almost did it. Missed it by a split hair. Kind of like that one. Alright, grab out a couple of leaves. Let's do blue polka dot. Maybe a little velvety one. Flower print one. That one's kind of cool again. I don't know if all these are actually going to make it on the project, but I'd rather pull them on. Green polka dot. That's kind of cool looking. There's a bigger polka dot. It's amazing what you find when you actually look for something. Kind of like those. Gotta have a striped flower in there somewhere. That one's pretty. I think I just threw that one out there. I got a striped flower. Pink polka dot. So funny. Because had you asked me a year ago if I liked pink, my answer would have been no, not at all. Not even close. Not even a little bit. And now it's kind of grown on me. Kind of use pink on everything. I'm going to stripe one. Okay. I think that's enough flowers for right now. It's enough to definitely get me started. Whoops. Hold on now. See, now I'm not going to be able to get them all back in the box. Boy. They're all hooked to each other. None of them will want the quad crate. Ouch. Stabbed myself. That's good. Maybe some yellow buds. Possibly some blue and purple buds. I don't know if I'll need anything that small. I doubt it. Kind of going big with this project. And throw another pink one in there just in case. Shoving all these guys back in. Couple of wires. Do I have everything? Okay. Alright. Well. Alright. Let's see. Those guys are my filler pieces. These are the leaves. We don't need those yet. This is where the process of elimination happens. Possibly. I might end up just using all of them, to be honest with you. Still see the gauge. Alright. that one. This one. Whoops. Could have flipped up faster than I thought it was gonna. And this guy. Alright. And let's do some brighter colors. Kind of like them tilted. That one, blue string. Okay, let's do that one on that side. I think I work best when I don't think. Does that make sense to anyone else but me? I work best when I don't think about it. I just do it. Okay. Kind of making a stripy one. No, let's do a pink one. Perfect. Do I want to do one of these another? Yeah, why not? Okay, liking that so far. And let's do, whoops, let go. Let's grab a little paintbrush. Wrap that wire around. Yep, I'm totally gonna make it to my hour tonight. I don't know what I was thinking. Trying to tell you guys I wasn't gonna do a long video. Shut, I've met me. But you guys have too. Alright, like that one tucked in there. Okay. All the way down, buddy. Here we go. Maybe. Alright. And if you want to cut this one. Slide that one right in here. Let's get some leaves in here. I want to cover up the gears. I have the hardest time with leaves. I love them. I love how everybody else uses them. I can't figure out how to use them for me. Like, how do you make them work? Scoot back just a little bit. Okay. Kind of liking those. Can you see that so far? I hope so. I hope it doesn't look as clear on my screen as I hope it's coming across on yours, if that makes sense. looks like it's coming out really bad. Like that one there. Let's do a pink polka dot one maybe. Alright, liking that one. I think I need to put a bud back there though. Do I want a bud or do I want another flower? No, bud. Flower's too big. Whoops. Tuck a bud right back there. Yep. Alright, see, that's my other issue. I can always find the right spot the first time, and then when I actually put glue on it, I can't find the right spot again. And then it gets stuck. Alright, this little Amy sign up here looks a little sad. We're going to show it some love too. Is this 2 or just 1? It's looking a little lonely up here. Whoops. Blue strings everywhere. Okay. See, now I feel like I've just gone overboard with it. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Stay. Without you. Okay. That glue string just does not want to come off. There we go. Was it? Nope. It's not having it. Come on, little buddy. I think I'm going to use some yellow ones. Nice bright color. Whoops. Don't do it. Alright. You're driving me bonkers. Get out of here. Couple more blue ones. Well, yeah, let's just do one at a time. I'm going to end up enjoying myself. There's that one. And that one. I didn't want to cut. Okay. Double check and make sure it's going to fit right. There we go. Alright, let me know what you think. Think it looks okay? Pan across slowly, the little hat. Which I just think looks really cute. I'm trying not to hit the camera with it, but at the same time I want you guys to be able to see it. So there it is. I think I'm done with it. I think this is all I wanted to do to it. Or is it? See, now I'm just going to start going crazy. I really like this brown flower. This is when somebody needs to yell at me and say stop. Stop touching stuff. Just looks so empty on this side. Somebody needs to start yelling at me. Stop touching stuff. Leave it alone. I know one of you ladies is. Stop touching it. Okay. I had to add a little couple flowers. The little brown one, that guy, and the green one. Just because it didn't look so full. So now I gotta come up with an excuse. Am I done now? I don't know. I feel like I need something. Nope, nope, nope. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. I'm gonna leave it like it is. I think it turned out cute. It turned out better than what I thought it was gonna, if that makes sense. Because again, I didn't know what the game plan was. I think it turned out cute. I like the different colors in it. Okay. I'm calling it good. Holy jabbers, it's 1 hour and 6 minutes. It's crazy talk. Alright. That means it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm going to quit there. I'm going to stop touching it. I do not need to add the last 4 flowers on there, although I probably will. And I'm going to say goodnight. And I don't know how soon I'll see you guys. Because like I said, during the summer, I like to try to get more videos in because I can sleep in a little bit later, usually. Sometimes. But I do want to show a cute little sign. And then also what I made for Kimmy. Now I still have to do the straps. So I'll do 2 straps that'll connect here. Not that you can see that. Kinda, sorta. So I'll have 2 straps that go here to here. That'll go over her shoulders. And then when you flip it over, you've got that. Nope, you can't see that either. Just kidding. Let's try it that way. So there we go. I did double crochet on the bottom, crocodile stitch throughout the whole thing, and then single stitch up top. And a little flap, so you know she's got nice little secure spot to make sure her stuff doesn't fall out when she sets her backpack down. So 2 straps, and then I'm going to make the little loop thing so she can hang it over her door or something. But there it is. That's the backpack that I made for Miss Kimmy. Alrighty. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like it. Let me know if there's something I should add to it or something I should adjust somewhere. Let me know what you guys think. Alrighty. If I don't see you before Saturday, have an awesome, awesome week. A safe Memorial holiday as we, you know, take time to remember those of our soldiers and things like that. I try to make sure that my children understand that, yes, we may have barbecues, and yes, we may have, you know, we celebrate and we have fun and things like that, but we would do that for our own family members. Like when Grandpa Paul passed away, we had a big old barbecue and we had a big old party because that's exactly what he would have wanted. He wouldn't want us to be sad. So I don't think we're doing anything for Memorial Day. I think we're just hanging out at home, which is where I feel safest. So I'm okay with that. But I hope for all of you who, you know, do go out and enjoy time with your family, spend time with your family, have a blast, be safe. And I will talk to you guys, like I said, hopefully before next week. I won't even know when next week is, to be honest. But I'm just saying, if you've hung out with me for the last hour and 10 minutes, I totally appreciate you. Thank you so, so much for hanging out. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.